In problem number 18, we're also asked to solve. This time we're going to be solving for k, so we want to get the k all by itself on one side of the equation. I always start solving problems by drawing a line through the equal sign to separate each side of the equation. The first thing I always look for are parentheses. So if there's a parenthesis, then I want to take care of that, but there aren't any parentheses in this problem. So we can move on. The next thing I do is I cover up each side of the equation at a time, and I ask myself, are there any like terms that could be combined? So this is k's, this is k's. These two things could be combined together. So if we have 8k, take away 3k, really there's just 5k's over there. So it would look nicer if we just wrote 5k. There's also a minus 14, so we'll write minus 14. Let's do the same thing with the other side. So let's cover this side up. Are any of these things combinable? And the answer is yes. There's 7k's right here, plus there's another k right here. So 7 plus one of them. There's a total of 8k's over here. So let's just write that there's 8k's, plus there's also a 4. So we have now combined like terms. And the next thing I like to do is I like to look at each side of the equation, and I ask myself, are there letters on each side of the equation? And it looks like there are, right? There's some k's over here, there's some k's over here. We would prefer that all of the k's be over here, or that all the k's are over here. So our next step is going to be to move one of these piles. We always move the pile that is the smallest. So we're going to move the 5k since that's smaller than 8. So we'll move it by doing the opposite. The opposite of a positive 5k would be a negative 5k. So let's subtract 5k's from each side. Draw a line across. Okay, so the k's cancel out here. The only thing we're left with over here is a negative 14. And over here, we have 8k's, but we're taking 5 of them away. So really, there's only 3k's left over here now. And we also have a plus 4. All right, so a while ago we had k's on both sides, so we moved one of the piles, and now we only have k's over here, which is awesome. So to get k by itself, the only thing we have to do next is to take the 3 and move it over, and to take the 4 and move it over, and then k will be all alone. The 3 is attached to the k. The 4 is not attached to the k. You always move the one that's not attached first. So first we're going to take this plus 4. And we're going to subtract 4 from each side. All right, so negative 14 minus 4 is negative 18 equals, and then the 4's cancel. So the only thing we have left over here is 3k. And to move the 3, this is 3 times k. So the opposite of timesing, or the opposite of multiplying, is to divide. So we'll move the 3 by dividing. So we'll go divide by 3, and then we have k equals negative 18 divided by 3 would be negative 6. I like to write it the other way, so I'm going to write k equals negative 6. Awesome, we just solved for k. Well done.